I went on my wife's phone to prank her sister. I found messages that destroyed everything. When she got home, I was sitting in the dark with her bags by the door. I never went through my wife's phone, not once in 7 years of marriage. I trusted her completely. That's what made it so easy for her to destroy me. It was a Saturday afternoon, and my wife Dana was in the shower. Her sister Becca had been texting her all week about some surprise birthday party, and I thought it would be funny to mess with her. Send something stupid like Dana's phone got stolen, or pretend Dana forgot Becca's birthday entirely. Just dumb brother-in-law humor. I picked up her phone and it opened with face recognition because we'd set up each other's faces years ago for emergencies. I was scrolling to find Becca's contact when I saw a name I didn't recognize. Jay. The preview showed a heart emoji. I told myself it was nothing. Probably a coworker, maybe a cousin I forgot about. But something in my gut made me tap it. The first thing I saw was a photo of my wife that I'd never seen before. She was wearing something I'd never seen either. The messages went back 8 months. 8 months. I scrolled and every message made me feel like I was falling. She told him she loved him. She told him I was boring and predictable. She told him she only stayed with me because of the house and the lifestyle. There were hotel receipts, screenshots of reservations, a message from 3 weeks ago saying she couldn't wait to see him again on her business trip. The same business trip she told me was exhausting and lonely. I sat down on the edge of our bed and stared at the wall for maybe 20 minutes. The shower was still running. She always took long showers. I used to think it was cute. Now I wondered how many of those showers were just her texting him. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just stood up and started packing her things. Very calmly, very quietly. I pulled out her suitcases from the closet and folded her clothes neatly. Her shoes, her makeup, her jewelry, except the wedding ring which she'd left on the counter. I worked fast, but not rushed. By the time the shower turned off, I had 3 suitcases lined up by the front door. I turned off all the lights and sat in the living room chair facing the hallway. She came out in her robe, humming some song. She walked past the living room toward the kitchen and then stopped. Why are all the lights off? I didn't answer. She flipped the switch and saw me sitting there. Then she saw the suitcases. Her face went through about 5 different expressions in 2 seconds. What is this? What are you doing? I held up her phone. She'd left it on the bed where I was sitting. Her face went white. It's not what you think. I laughed. Not a happy laugh, the kind that hurts your chest. 8 months isn't what I think. She started crying immediately. The tears came so fast I almost believed them. Please let me explain. He doesn't mean anything. It was a mistake. It just happened. I stood up slowly. It just happened for 8 months? You told him you loved him. You told him I was boring. You told him you only stayed for the house. She grabbed my arm. That's not true. I was just saying things. You know how it is. I don't actually. I pulled my arm away. My lawyer will contact you Monday. She stopped crying instantly, like a switch flipped. Lawyer? You're not even going to talk about this? We can go to counseling. We can work through this. I walked toward the door and opened it. Your stuff is packed. I suggest you call someone to pick you up. She followed me. This is my house too. You can't just kick me out. Actually, I can. The house is in my name. I bought it before we got married. You signed a prenup. Remember? You laughed about it. Said we'd never need it. Her face changed again, this time to anger. You're really going to throw away 7 years over some texts? Some texts? I saw the photos. I saw the hotel receipts. I saw you telling another man you loved him while you kissed me goodbye every morning. She had nothing to say to that. I grabbed my keys. I'm going to stay at my brother's tonight. I want you gone by tomorrow. If you're not, I'll have the locks changed with your stuff on the lawn. She screamed at me as I walked to my car. Called me every name she could think of. Said I was overreacting. Said every man does this and I was being a child. I drove away without looking back. The next few weeks were chaos. Her family called me begging me to reconsider. Her mother said all marriages have rough patches. Her father offered to pay for counseling. Her sister Becca, the one I was originally trying to prank, was the only one who apologized. She said she had no idea and she was disgusted with Dana. I appreciated that. Dana tried everything. She showed up at my work. She sent flowers. She wrote long emails about how she'd changed and it was over with Jay and she'd do anything. I didn't respond to any of it. My brother asked me once if I ever thought about forgiving her. I told him the truth. The divorce went through fast. She got nothing except what she came with. The prenup held up perfectly. Last I heard, she moved in with Jay. Her sister told me they broke up 2 months later. He was cheating on her too.
Refuse to admit you made a mistake? That's fine. I'll take a 240 as my grade. Mr. Caldwell taught AP Government and would literally rather die than admit being wrong. Last year, he taught the wrong amendment for 2 weeks. When a student's lawyer parent corrected him, he just stopped teaching that unit entirely. We had our biggest test right before Thanksgiving. 50 questions on the Constitution. I studied hard because I needed a B to keep my state school options open. When grades posted, my screen showed 89 out of 37 points. I calculated it on my phone. 240%. Obviously, he entered the total points wrong. I screenshotted and emailed him during lunch. Hey, Mr. Caldwell, my test shows 89 over 37, which is 240%. Thought you'd want to fix this. He replied, 5th period. I don't make mistakes with grades. That's your score. Perhaps if you studied more effectively, you wouldn't question my assessments. He thought I was complaining about an 89. Hadn't even looked at the screenshot. My friend Jordan saw my face. What's wrong? I showed him. He almost fell over laughing. Remember what he did to you last month? I remembered. I'd asked why we skipped a chapter. Mr. Caldwell made me stand at the front and explain to everyone why I thought I knew his job better. Then he called my mom during her work shift to say I was disruptive. She had to leave a patient, so I let it ride. Our gradebook auto-calculates everything. That test was 35% of our semester grade. My government score jumped from 78 to 98. My GPA went from 3.6 to 3.9. In January, my counselor, Ms. Patterson, pulled me aside. Your grades put you in top 5% now. Apply to State Honors College. They have automatic law school admission if you maintain a 3.5. That program was super competitive. 30 students a year from the whole state. Mr. Caldwell's son, Trevor, was applying. Mr. Caldwell talked about it constantly. My son's going to be a lawyer like his grandfather. I applied because the application was free and Ms. Patterson wouldn't stop bugging me. March came. I got accepted. Big envelope, full ride, law school pipeline guaranteed. I was reading it in the library when Trevor walked past and froze. You applied to State Honors? His voice cracked. Ms. Patterson said I should. His face went white. I got waitlisted. He left before I could respond. Next day, Mr. Caldwell called me to his classroom after school. school. His face was red, jaw tight. There's been an error in the gradebook. Your November test shows an impossible score. You told me you didn't make mistakes. I showed him his email from November. He stared at it. His neck got splotchy. That was clearly clerical. Then why did you tell me to study more effectively? Don't get smart with me. His hand shook on the mouse. This is being corrected. Semester ended in December. Grades are locked. I'd checked that morning. He stood so fast his chair hit the wall. Get out. Next morning, Principal Howard called me in. Mr. Caldwell was already there looking sick. Mr. Caldwell says there's a grading error that affected your applications. She had our transcripts on screen. There was an error. I reported it in November. He said it wasn't a mistake. I forwarded her the email chain. She read it. Her fingers went still. Mr. Caldwell, you told him 240% was correct? I thought he meant the number grade, not... He stopped. I didn't look closely. For 4 months. I'm fixing it now. Grades finalized in December. She looked at me. Did you know this would affect your rank? No, ma'am. I wasn't planning to apply until Ms. Patterson pushed me. Mr. Caldwell made a choking sound. The grade stands, Principal Howard said. You were notified and chose not to correct it. That's on you.